How are you?
Hi,
What's up, Sharrell?
everybody. How are you?
What's up, everybody?
Okay, we got a crazy show planned for you today. We're going to talk about Tamar getting back together with Jeremy, even though he's dating uh, Tommy Lee. That's crazy. And then we're going to talk about this Puffy situation. This Puffy situation is fascinating. Okay, we've been talking to a lot of people, and it's just a lot to it that you just can't uncover. And I think there's some powerful people behind this shit. It's crazy. It's going on, but allegedly this weekend he paid off Misa. So we're gonna go into that. Let's start out with the least amount. Let's start with the Tamar story, so we can get into this P Diddy situation, because he's going down, ain't he, Perry?
Well, I told you.
It's
It's
absolutely
it-
crazy.
it's the domino effect.
We'll talk about it. Let's start with Tamar first. Let's start with the fluff stuff in a minute. Okay, so we all know. Do you guys remember a couple weeks ago where uh Tamar met a fiance on some dating show, Queen's Court, and his name was Jeremy Robinson, and he had 4 baby mamas and 5 different
Mhm.
children, and all the baby mothers said he always cheated on them. Something wrong with Tamar. And then all of a sudden he decides to dump Tamar just out the blue. According to her, she didn't know what happened, what went down. According to the rumors, he went back to an old fling. I can't remember what the old fling's name was, but he is nobody worth fighting over. Okay, nobody worth fighting over at all. And then a couple weeks ago, no, this was a couple days ago, Tamar gets into an argument with the new fling, which is Tommy Lee. Let me see if I got this on tape.
It's too much.
They're really fighting over this bomb. Okay, Perry,
It's like
do you remember when you know who threatened me that if I kept talking about this, he was gonna get
right.
me?
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. I remember.
Child, he's
I
a
mean,
trip.
look, it's sad. It's almost like a Blueface Kershawn situation. Just older, just the mature people that should be mature.
Yeah. I know. Listen, Tamar has and Jeremy are the new Krishan and what's the girl named Jaden and Blueface. But that's over with now. Y'all know that Krishan got a boyfriend now, and Blueface has taken down all of his pictures. It's so weird. But
Yeah,
hopefully everybody will move on, because this is a serious situation, because Blueface was a Crip and Krishan's new boyfriend is supposed to be a blood. What's his name? K Suave. That's the name, K Suave. But anyway, I don't care about that. I'm just thank you, K Suave, for coming into her life and now giving us a moment's peace. Okay, because I am so sick of Blueface. It's just
right.
not. I can't take it anymore. But anyway, uh. So now we got a new situation. When one leaves, here comes another one. Now we got Tamar and Tommy literally fighting over this. I can't say it no more.
No,
Bum.
it's ridiculous.
It really is.
It's
So
like a
anyway, he was
revolving
supposed to be
door.
hooking up with Tommy. And now all of a sudden, Tamar comes on and she's bragging that they're back together. Child, I cannot.
JR and I are officially official. And that's it. People want to know we're back together.
Facts.
But we didn't get back together until
Saint Sunday.
well, the end of the night on the same Sunday.
That's true.
When we went to the game, we were not together at all. We were just friends. And I don't think the two of us expected that. Did you expect that? I didn't expect that either. Y'all think that man went on one date? Like, he did not.
So now she's talking about Tommy. Oh, they just went on one date. That's what he told you, Tamar. Please, the man can't be trusted. And I am reading the chat while I'm listening. Y'all are wilding out. Okay, they're going off on Jeremy. Let's keep going. So she said they only were together on one date, and that's when we were broken up, and now we're back together. And she's like bragging that, now I got my trash back. Let's keep going.
How many days in 6 weeks did you go on? Like the man of God was outside. And everybody keep pinpointing him to this person, and it's not like that. That person just want to be associated. And it's giving very much like... It's crazy, because y'all act like... I don't even want to discuss it no more. I don't... Do you want to address anything, baby?
Nothing to address.
So, but no, JR didn't cheat on me. And...
She did not tell that lie. Did she
Yeah.
just tell that lie?
Yeah,
Let me
that's the
keep going.
problem.
I'm sorry. Huh? It's a problem. It's a problem.
you know, the things that transpired while we were separated were things that transpired when we wasn't even on speaking terms. And I know you guys are like, what the fuck he did without you all knowing the background, but I don't think it's fair.
And I love my baby. I love my baby.
He loved his baby. You didn't love your baby a couple weeks ago when you broke up with her and she didn't even know what the hell she did.
And really,
Child.
let me translate what he said. I love a weak ass fool.
Ooh.
Let's keep it real, Sharrell. I'm telling you, I wish everybody the best when they enter a relationship. But people, you can't expect Perry to respect you if you don't respect your damn self.
Oh, damn.
Now, this guy dumped you on the internet. Went hanging out. What's the little Tommie Lee?
Tommie
Lee?
Lee?
What's next? Do you respect yourself enough not to get into a sister-wife situation? And then he gonna lean over, I love you. I love my girl, or whatever that bullshit is. He love a fool.
Oh.
And I don't really know why Tamar is here in this situation. Because I always looked up to her like, okay, yeah, she's a Braxton or whatever. I ain't saying she rich and get all that. But you got a chance. I'd rather see her with the fat ass ex-husband.
He's not fat anymore. That would be Vince.
Whatever, Ozempic, whatever. That guy, I'd rather see her there, right? She's acting desperate. And no man is going to respect that. You can't come calling your ass back to me thinking that if I didn't respect you before I dumped you, when you crawl back, you're going to get less respect. Let's keep it real, ladies. It go on both sides of the fence. When you come across as a beggar, you're treated that way.
Perry, who's the beggar?
Oh, if I could sing in her voice, it would be Tamar.
It's just not a
singing. Let me back in, please. No, stop begging. Why? I mean, I don't get it. There's a lot of men out here. Why are you stuck on this one thing? Like the shit didn't work out when you was with him. And now you're going to crawl your way back into oh, well, you know, he could have dated. He done screwed a lot of women when he was with you, while he was on the break.
Damn.
Everything. So I'm just saying, like, enough is enough.
Damn.
I want to respect you, but if you can't respect yourself, you leave me no other choice.
Damn. I think you said it all, Perry. I mean, I don't know what to add to that, except you are 100% correct. Like Tamar, the man is no good. You know, you went through therapy, you got your life together, and you were on the right track. Now you're going to throw it all away for this bum who thinks some people are toxic. You're the toxic one, Jeremy. You're toxic, and you're a clout chaser. Okay? You'll be with anybody who you think got a little clout. And if he didn't cheat on you, I don't know what your definition of cheating is. And when Tommie put up her and him at the game and her hands was all on his legs, between his legs, child.
And see, like, you know, women lie to guys, guys lie to women. Shit happens. When you repeat, okay, now, Jeremy could have lied. So, no, nothing happened. We just went to the game and shit. Nothing happened. You know, we didn't go to the hotel. We rode past the hotel. We didn't stop. No, we kept going. I dropped her off. When you repeat the lie, they believe you believe it. Tamar is setting herself up for failure.
Yes.
She'll be on Instagram and I'm going to say by Christmas Eve, dumping her ass again. Ho, ho, ho. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much for me.
You know, somebody in the chat said his hair looked like a toupee. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, you get that little droop coming around, just waving there, just laying there. It's a forehead wrap, is what it is.
I don't know, but I get bad vibes, Tamar. Please run. You were out. That's like breaking back into the jail. You were out, a smooth, clean break. And that's why I say she's no different than Krishan.
Right.
When they are hung up on somebody, they don't see straight. They just feel like they're in love. And these men end up dragging you down.
Right.
And that's what's going to happen.
You know, in this, you know, like, that's 110% true. If you put yourself in that spot, I felt bad when the guy publicly dumped her. Because I think he should have had more class and just say, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Just let it go behind the scenes. He dumped you publicly, then go out publicly with the one chick at the basketball game, Tommie Lee. Then you're going to sit your ass in a car, go live.
Yeah.
And talk about how much, oh, yeah, no, we back together now. Wasn't no goddamn laughter when he dumped your ass publicly. I'm just saying, like, the guy got serious dating issues, right? And that's okay. If that's what he want, he can do it. But Tamar, you was in, then you got kicked out. You should have just stayed the hell out.
Yeah.
Now it's no more sorrow for you.
It could get worse though, Perry. She could bring him on the new show, the Braxton family.
Well, Sharrell, she can bring him on the new show. She can do a duo with him on the album. I wouldn't give a damn. I'm just saying that whatever she get now is what she went back for.
It's the whole thing. I worry for you, Tamar. I really started to like you and respect you and just appreciated how you changed your life around. But you're back on reality TV that stressed you out last time and tried to, and this is one of the reasons that you tried to unalive yourself. So you're back in that game. You're back with Jeremy. You're back fighting on the internet that women that aren't even worth arguing about. Tommie's in a whole different generation. You up here thugging out, acting like Krishan, arguing over a man that has a history of cheating on everybody he's been with. Yeah. So it's just this is not good news. And I just hope your life doesn't spiral out of control, because it was very sad. Let's be honest, y'all. It was very sad when she tried to unalive herself and when she was going through things with Vince. Do you remember that? And him allegedly biting her finger. And we don't need that. And you shaving your head off and running around town in pain.
You know what, Sharrell, I would have respected her more if she would have came on with her child. You know, sometimes you go through this shit, you get to focus on your life, what's important to you, and which it should be your child. Not a loser who don't give a damn about his kids in the past, and damn sure don't give a damn about, if he don't give a damn about his kids, Tamar, he showed you on Instagram. He don't give a damn about you.
And let me say this. Go ahead, Perry. I cut you off. Go ahead.
She's volunteering to be the loser. Who does that?
It's something about you that cracks me up. Tamar is in a bad place. She needs help. I'm going to drop the link opinion if you want to come up. Let's take calls today because this puffy stuff is crazy. I'll drop it as soon as I'm done. Hold on. I just don't want to see you go back to being in a bad place and, you know, going back to reality TV, having everybody in your business again, fighting with your sisters again. Be going back to Yanla, like what was the other doctor name? Like back to, it's just, I just pray for you, Tamar. So you feel like you've gotten the gold, but girl, you should have left. You should have gave him the Tommie and wrote her a thank you letter.
Right. I mean, let her go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you took a chance and it didn't work out. People enter bad relationships all the time. When it don't work, bounce, right?
Yeah.
But if you know this guy treated you like shit, embarrassed you in front of the world, you're gonna go back live. Like, this reality stuff is went to her head. Inside, she must feel worthless, right? She feel like she got to have this IG, all this fame to make her relevant. It make you look like a damn fool, because I wouldn't be on here talking about you right now. Just saying.
Something is wrong with your ass, okay? Something is wrong with you. But anyway, that's what's going on with Tamar. She seems happy, so congratulations.
Yeah,
I didn't close my tabs for the Puffy story. Makes me mad.
she seemed
I do
happy
that to
before
myself.
the relationship ended. She seemed happy, remember? She seemed
She
happy
seemed
before.
happy.
She didn't seem too happy when he dumped her ass. And see,
Child.
you know what? I mean, you might forgive, but you don't forget. That's what she messing up at. And I'm just saying, like, all this stuff going on, people breaking up every day. Learn your lesson. That person do you wrong, dump you. It's not the person for you. Move on. But I shouldn't have to tell Tamar that. Tamar is not 16.
Well, look, congratulations.
Well,
I hope it doesn't turn out the way that we think it's going to
you should
turn
say
out.
congratulations. You should just say good luck. I pray.
I can't. All right, let's move on.
How is it gonna work out? What? She's the magic number. He done went through all those baby mamas.
He did. He did.
Done went through her, recycled her ass.
Yeah.
Come on. I had enough.
And plus two, it seems like she's playing a game with Tommie. You don't want to play with Tommie Lee. She's from Zeus. Okay, that's what these girls do. This is going to be a mess. Good luck, Tamar. I wish you the best. Girl, I'm disappointed, but let's move on. Okay, let's talk about this P. Diddy situation. It's gone from bad to worse. It really has gone bad to worse. Now, me and Perry have been doing a lot of research about this because number one, of who it is. Puffy is scaring the hell out of bloggers.
Yeah.
Because no, he really is. They are scared to talk about it, scared to talk about him because Puffy has a temper. He call them flip outs. Puffy has a temper. Puffy has money, and you could be telling the truth. He will shut you down just because he doesn't like what you're saying. Yeah, he's very vindictive. He's very vindictive. But the story's going to come out eventually. And so, I might as well get in on it and talk about what's going on. So the rumors are this weekend that Puffy has silently paid off, made a deal with Misa. This is his first baby mama. Misa Hylton is her name. That blonde hair she's got going on I love it. Oh. But anyway, Misa knows everything. She was good friends with Kim. She's good friends with Mary J. Blige. She's in the inner circle. She knows everything. So according to the rumors, Misa was thinking about suing Puffy himself. Now, remember she came out a couple weeks ago, and I can't find it because I didn't close my tab, and she was upset when her son got arrested for DUI. Now, according to the rumors, she is pissed off. She's pissed off because she said ever since Kim's passing, Puffy has begun partying with his boys, allegedly getting high with them and allegedly bringing them to these X parties that he be having. Now, what? Huh? I would be upset too. First, I thought no father in their right mind would bring their sons to his parties, the kind of parties that he be having. That just no father would do it. Even though he do it, it's more of a maybe
Sharrell, a freaky father would.
Well, then I forgot. So remember, he shared a girlfriend with his son Christian, which is Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, and she had paraded around town with Christian for everybody knew that was his boyfriend. And then weeks later, now you're dating the dad. And not only are you dating the dad, y'all going out to dinner with Steve Harvey and Marjorie.
Wow.
Nobody said anything. It's like he was getting away with the most blatant things. What are you doing? I understand where she's coming from, but people were too scared to say anything. Now I'm trying to find this article that we had about this investigation. And I remember clearly nobody said anything about him parading around town with his son's girlfriend, which
Right.
means I'm going to assume they both, this is disgusting, then slept with her.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine how he got her though? Say he invite his kids to these little drug sex parties. Probably
It's
take video
just,
of them. Then he went back to Lori. Hey, you see what Kristen was doing this weekend? I don't know how
I
he
don't know. Yeah, how do you even get to where
gets that
you're
point.
now sleeping with the son's girlfriend? I can't find the article. My goodness. But it was perfectly fine. And nobody said anything. And then Steve Harvey gets upset when we say Marjorie's a gold digger. That's grooming Lori Harvey. Any mother in there, I would have been appalled. Like, you just was here the other day with the son.
Uh-huh.
Now you with the daddy.
Mm-hmm. And she probably look, like when you get trained like that, she probably went back to mom and be like, "Hey, mom, I'm really doing something. I moved up. I went up a level. Now I'm really dating the guy with the money, not the son." She probably gave her a round of applause. That's
It's
how you get them.
it's ridiculous. And I'm gonna break off for a minute and talk about Steve Harvey because Marjorie has a very bad reputation, and he is defending her to the 9.
Mm-hmm.
But describe some of the things that she did. This weekend, he won an award, right? Just watch this. Let me play this because this is this. Because you guys don't forget, she had left Steve allegedly for this bodyguard, and she wanted to end the relationship, and she left the home to figure out what she wanted to do with the relationship. So it looks like she's back now, and he's happier than ever.
Okay.
That's the wrong one. Happier than ever. So he wins an award this weekend. Let me see if I can find this. And he gets up on the stage. Child. And basically scolds the audience. That's what I'm going to call it. Scolds the audience, telling us how we're so wrong about Marjorie and she's the good girl and how. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, Sharrell, while you pulling that up, before she show it, get some Kleenex, some boots on, because it's a sad piece of shit that's about ready to happen. I'm just saying, like, it is bad.
Let me see if I can find it, Terry. Hold on.
You can't find it?
I think so.
Woman right there been down with me like 4 flat tires. That woman right there has been faithful to me, loyal to me. 85% of what y'all up here talking to me about happened after I married that girl right there. We've been 18 years strong. I don't know what y'all been trying to do, but we covered though. We Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. We Isaiah 43:1 and 2. We can go through the rivers and the fire and not be overcome. We Psalms 91. I'm gonna give this to you.
This woman let her daughter date Puff Daddy after knowing that she was dating the son.
Well, and wasn't Steve there too? Steve allowed it, didn't he?
Oh, both of them. Oh, just disgusting. Just
Like a mouse. And then for him to get up on the stage, look, it's pitiful. If that's your lady, just love her in private. Mm-hmm. We don't need to see all this bullshit in public all the time. Oh, this woman, she's with me like 4 flat tires. She just refused to give me some air pressure. Right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Tyrone 548. A fool would be a fool. Yeah, Steve, that's you. Stop
it's
the bullshit.
Crazy.
It's not these Bible verses and shit and all this shit to confuse people from seeing what's really happening.
What's really happening? Let's talk about what's really happening. Is you let your daughter date this monster. Now, according to the rumors, Puffy has put hands on Misa too. As early as when she was pregnant with Justin. She knows that he puts his hands on other women and who the women are. She's disgusted that he's trying to turn his children into him. Now, do you guys remember back when the NYPD came out and said that there's an active investigation open on Puffy? Mm-hmm. And then they came back and said, no, we spoke incorrectly. No. There is an active investigation. So I heard earlier on that the police approached Cassie and they were trying to get together other victims. He about to sing, "Don't go chasing waterfalls." Child, it's a mess. It's a mess. So Puffy's, I thought, well, he could buy his way out of a lot of stuff. So now allegedly he done paid off Misa. But I feel like other women are going to come forward. And I feel like somebody is actively going after Puffy. Now, I don't know who it is. It could be the DA. But he was forced, according to the rumors, to step down from his position on his own TV channel, Revolt. Now, according to the rumors, they got together and they told Puffy, we need you to step down. We're going to say it's temporary, but this is not a good look for the rest of the company. And Perry, you had a theory in this because now he's losing more sponsors. Today, he's quietly losing a lot of sponsors. He's forced to step down from his own company. He's paying off Misa, and there's going to be other people that he's going to pay off. But what's your theory about this, Perry?
Now, I think this, Sharrell, like, it's a lot of things going on. I think he's a rich black man doing his thing, right? And really, at this point, his color could be white. It's these sponsors that's tied to you with a contract. And they can use you up for as much as they can. And then when they want to get rid of you, they got to find some clause that you broke.
Right.
And I think that these people, whether his sponsors or somebody higher up that he's investing money with, want him to disappear now, whether sell his shares, force him out. Even at the point he had to sell their shares back to them, right? They want him out. And I feel like somebody don't call some governors, mayors, or somebody
I do too.
to pass the word, let's investigate now, exposing what this guy have done, which they knew what you was doing from the beginning, but they needed you then. They don't need you now.
I totally agree. I feel like this is the beginning of the end for Sean Combs. Yeah. It's the beginning, and somebody's very powerful behind it. Somebody's going to these investors. Somebody's going to these people saying, we got to get rid of him. But you gave them the ammo. So do I feel sorry for P. Diddy? I do not.
Okay, and now I would say this too, Sharrell. Now, you remember Michael Jackson? When all these accusations would come out, and then you would pay somebody, and then they just keep rolling, domino effect. And then I think a lot of pressure came from it was higher ups trying to break him so they can take over the publishing. Is that right?
That's right.
And so, like, I'm not sure where Puffy thing come in, whether it's the publishing or a business.
Right.
I think it's some higher up people with a lot of money that want to get rid of him any way necessary. Because these bodyguards and stuff wasn't talking while they was at the Freak Fest. Not even 2 weeks later, a year later, 2 years later, they're talking now, but I think somebody paying them to talk.
They're going to break Puffy. They're going to bring him down. I still don't feel sorry for him. I don't either. How do you get to this point where you're turning your children into little monsters, making them very hypersexually, sleeping with anything that walks? What would you turn your children into these parties for? The drugs. What is wrong with you? You're putting your hands on women. You're breaking people's noses. You're hitting people while they're pregnant.
And that's
He's a monster.
I think
I don't know why I'm so emotional about it either.
I think he's teaching his kids how he is, right? And because his bottom line to me, my opinion, he don't respect women. Not a damn thing. Not whatsoever. And people can say, oh yeah, all the sex parties. I don't really think it's about the sex anymore. I think with Puffy, it's about control.
You keep saying that.
He got the power of control, and that's it. And he loved that part.
Opinion, I'm dropping the link. Come on up. Anybody wants to talk about this? Because this is very serious. It's very serious. It's very serious. How do you get to this point in your life where you're just poison to any and everybody around you? And now that, and I agree with Perry, somebody else is behind this. Somebody's getting ready to break you. They're going to break you. Because at first I thought, well, he could just pay people off. Nah, it's more people involved in this than we know. And I found the article. I don't know what I did with it, where here it is. Here it is. Now, the LAPD came out at one time and said that Puffy was under investigations and they were looking for victims. They are actively putting a case together against P. Diddy. Somebody's behind. Somebody's got the DA involved. Hold on. But then all of a sudden they came out. Oops, I missed a super chat. That's just back child support for Misa. She was getting $5,000 a month for Justin, while Kim was getting $17,000 a month for child support. I remember that. Hey, Opinion. Hey, Al. It's good to see you. Let me put this on the screen really quick. Then all of a sudden they're saying, oh no, we misspoke. There is no investigation on P. Diddy. Nah, that's not what you said. That's not what y'all said. I believe there is an investigation. And they don't want anybody to know. They are going to bring this man down. And he deserves it. He deserves it. You got caught slipping. You've been a monster. And now you gave them cause to financially destroy you. Hey, Opinion Girl, you were saying in the chat, what were you saying?
Allegedly he paying off Capricorn too, because you know what a body spirit. But he need to be checking up on his security guard that's leaking all the information, and he said he got more coming.
The Roger guy or Gene Diddy? Which one?
Roger Buns. He said nobody that works for Diddy is well off. He said, and he put his kids on the back burner to work for Diddy. And when his son needed him, he said even if he couldn't go over there, if he couldn't hire a legal team, he said at least you could have did was gave him the money to hire a legal team. You know, my son, this is my life, but I got your bodies buried in my backyard. And he said he gonna start telling everything. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna start making a deal with him too, because it was like after Capricorn came out and said what she had to say, her little scripted text, they was like all of a sudden she was being called into deals with Diddy.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I think it was smart to pay off Misa. Misa know where all the bodies is too. There's no way he's gonna survive this. Al, what are your thoughts?
Child, I just remember from my passed away, me and her was having conversations, and she was talking about why all of a sudden somebody that's done as much dirt as they did want to go up and change their name to Brother Love. And this was years ago. Mm-hmm. So when I see stuff like this now, well, anytime I see stuff that looks like it's a domino or snowball effect, it lets me know that motion's been in play for a long time. Yeah. It's rare that we get stuff, and you know how the internet works. It's rare that stuff happens and it just come out overnight. But in certain situations like these, for everyone to be on one accord, one band, one sound against a heavy hitter like this, big emphasis on being a heavy hitter like this. This goes to show that this was in motion for a while. And if we just go back, they say Cassie and his lawsuit, that was going on for a minute, but he was cocky, he was arrogant, he didn't want to settle out of court. They said that was going on for a while, so ain't no telling how long he knew that was coming down the pipeline, and he didn't want to address it. And also, when it goes back to that Diageo that owned the liquor, that owned Ciroc, and what's the other one? DeLeon. Right. Damon saying that he was talking big mess for years against them, and he only invested $1,000 in.
Oh my God. Perry, he's saying what you're saying. You said that he done pissed off somebody with a lot of money. Right. And now
of people, he scammed them. They put over $100 million in that deal, and then he turned around and played a race card. And that's one thing as black people that I don't like when black people do is play the race card, and it hurts us when we really need it. Because he used the race card and said that they tried to shelve the liquor, and they didn't want to provide him any of that COVID, 100 million. They didn't want to provide him any of the 100 million dedicated to COVID relief because it was a black urban brand. They shelved it when really they the ones that put in 100 million to get it to where it is now, and you only put in 1,000, and you're mad that these people don't want to invest any more money than what you already invested in. Mm-hmm. You done scam these people out of money, and that's UK money right there.
That's it.
That's
so me
UK.
and Perry talking to people that used to work with him, and Perry sitting here, and Perry saying, somebody powerful's behind that. It could be the damn liquor company.
Well, they done double back, and they want him off the face of DeLeon. So they're using this Cassie lawsuit as their ammunition to take him out as the face. But it just goes to show, when you do so many people dirty for so long, and you have yourself, he thought that he had himself insulated against everything, but all it takes is a crack in that wall, that Great Wall of China, and everything is coming out. Because if you wronged your employees, like, just think about the bad boy artists. Just them alone, he got to ask the karma coming from them owning their masters. Right. You done wronged all the businesses that you were doing. It's no telling how, my grandmother said, you can't go out and spread negativity in the world and don't expect it to come back in. It's funny that it's always a witch hunt for the people that do the most dirt. It's always a witch hunt for the people that do the most dirt.
I think that's it. We were missing a puzzle here. We were sitting together talking to people trying to figure this out. Somebody with money, because they know how to do it. They going to the sponsors. They're going to the right people. They're actively looking for victims. Perry, I think Al just saw this damn case.
No, I'm telling you,
bring him down.
It takes one voice to come out to go after him, right? Say the little company now they go after him. Other sponsors gonna follow suit. It's the domino effect. When you said the one girl spoke out, was gonna speak out until she got paid off, another one gonna come, then another one. More sponsors, more people gonna come out. And will he ever be broke? And probably never broke, but he gonna lose all the, a lot of money. But the main thing, he lose his reputation of being this great person. Now we look at you as a freak.
I don't think it's only that, Perry, but it's the power. Because he was like, people have been saying this for as long as I've been alive. People have been saying this, but he always had himself positioned in a place of power where he was insulated from any of that. He didn't have to receive any of that. And now, we're in a totally different age, a totally different generation, where he's going to have to feel a loss of that power, whether he gets the money and everything. But everybody in the industry, they probably already knew how much a freak he was. We know how much of a freak he was, but it's the power to where he could still do what he wanted to do despite all this talk.
Right. It's almost like the mob mentality.
You should be working with me and Perry, because we sitting here and we putting this puzzle together, and you just came up and solved it. But they're using his own ammo to bring him down. But what you did, how you acted, how did he get to this point in his life, Perry, where you just pissing people off? Go ahead.
You know how it happened? It started early. Once he's the first little guy that leave the hood, he looked down on the people and felt like, I got money now, I can treat you like this. And as he kept growing, more power, he became a dictator. And so many rights. And then thinking he can do it all, because with all this money, and he realized money was power, but it just went too far and over his head. Then he just lost all his morals, stopped respecting women, his friends, by not paying them, and all kind of shit.
And how much sex can a person have? I don't even understand this. And you bring your boys into this world. What's wrong with you?
It's not about the sex. Totally. Like, he do that part because that's the most demeaning thing, when you force somebody to do some shit. You can force somebody to walk across the street, go across the street. But when you make them go to that level to demean them, it's the power of it all. He did that shit for power. Like, his money can make these girls do anything, these guys, or whatever. That's what I think.
He's sick, and he did it to himself, but he's the next Bill Cosby. I don't see him surviving him. Do you see him surviving this opinion? He's not going to survive this.
No, he's not going to survive it. The bad part about it is Diddy had it in his mind that he was on top of the world and that nobody could touch him. But Diddy done messed over so many people, and he done treated people so poorly that nobody has any respect for him. His dealings, even his business dealings, have all been shady.
What do you? Well, shady. You mean like what Al was talking about, like when he don't get his way?
Every deal they say every deal that Diddy has been in has a shady complex in some kind of way. Once he gets in these business deals, he starts shading the companies that he's working with, and that's the
That's what
reason why
Al
they were
just said.
so quick. That's why they were so quick to drop him in any form of anything. Because they was waiting on this.
Sure, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's what. Go ahead. Hey, Bonji, sound dog, girl. This is deep. He's not gonna survive it, is he? Can you hear me, Bonji?
No, he isn't. And Perry is right. It's about power and control. And when you talk about how someone could be that active sexually, if you read the complaint from Cassie, there are substances involved.
Right.
So he might be taking something like speed, where it's one after another, after another, after another. And another thing that the lawsuit said was he is reliant on substances. So I am not surprised that people are coming out, because I think Cassie gave everybody the right and victims a way to come forward. It doesn't matter how long it's been, even though that law that was passed in New York is now expired. I think civilly he is responsible and has to be held accountable. And I don't think this is the end, to be honest with you. And his bodyguard, I'm looking at him a little side eye based on.
Which bodyguard, Gene Deal or Roger Bond?
Say that again.
Which bodyguard, Gene Deal or Roger Bond?
Roger Bond. And why I'm saying I'm looking at him sideways is because his story concerning his son. Now, I'm from Southern Africa, so I'm very familiar with Namibia, because it's a neighbor to where I originally come from. And I know for a fact that, yes, there is diamond trades, illegal diamond trading going on, because South Africa is one of the largest producers of diamonds in the world. So Namibia definitely has illegal diamond trades. But then how his son got there and how the person who they're in jail for was unalived is not adding up.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, wait. Hold on, Bonji. You're saying that you think that Roger Bond has a vendetta against Puffy?
I actually think allegedly it's extortion.
Oh, that's
and the reason why I've arrived at that conclusion is first of all, he came out and supported Cassie unequivocally.
Right.
100%.
Right.
And then a few days later, he came out and was telling us about his son, who's been in prison in Namibia for 11 years. And then this morning's video talks about what led to the son ending up in Namibia. He says that his son was serving time for a GUN charge and met somebody behind bars.
But even if you're right, Perry, are you there? Even if you're right and he just doesn't like Puffy, Puffy still needs to be taken down. I hate to say it.
Oh no, I agree 100%. But here's the thing, Sharrell. What he hasn't said on any of his videos he's posted online is the fact that Puffy did do some type of online advocacy on his behalf concerning his son being in prison. So what I'm saying is, if someone is willing to not tell us some of the facts of what happened, why should we believe them? And the reason why I'm saying this is because genuine victims could be deterred by what he is saying and not come forward. It doesn't help victims what he's doing, because it's conflating his son's story and predicament and Cassie's experience, which, if this hadn't happened, Diddy wouldn't have paid that quick.
Well, what do you think about what she's saying, Perry? What she's saying is, this is a serious subject.
Right.
Go ahead. But people with go ahead. Go ahead.
Basically, she's saying is that, yeah, he's taking a serious subject, but he's adding his animosity towards it. Like, you didn't do this for me, or I feel like you ain't did enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
So now this is my opportunity, because I felt like you should have just did these things for me, all this stuff. So now here's my chance to dig at you with something that's real with the case.
Exactly.
Let me let Bluebird jump in. Sound off.
I agree. I think Bond is at the bottom of the road. He really wants to help his son, but he's not going to get anything out of Diddy unless he truly speaks some fact, something more than what's already been said, because he's kind of taunting him, saying a little bit here, mentioning his son, saying a little bit about Cassie. But if he really, he's thinking more about himself than Cassie, I believe.
Oh, yes.
What do you think about what Misa's saying, is that you are destroying your boy's life? Why is he dating their girlfriends? Why is he introducing them to drugs? What is wrong with him?
I think he's beyond Nino Brown at this point.
He really is.
His ego is so big that he believes he's at the top of the world.
But even if your ego is big, these are your children. What do you think about this, Bluebird? These are your children.
He thinks they're up there with them. He thinks that too. He's giving them the world.
Yep. He don't care, Sharrell. And he's teaching him how he see life now. He don't respect women. He feel like they shouldn't respect him. He took them to these parties to show them, this is why you don't respect him. You see what she's doing? See what she's doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
angering me.
It's a sickness that Puffy got, and he's passing it along to his kid.
But
I wouldn't say his girls, but
Puffy forgot who's above him. He forgot that when God swings, he swings mighty hard. Nobody on this earth gets that high. Trump is going to have his day, and Sean is having his. You cannot beat up women. I guess what throws me is, how can you think so high of your own manhood that you have to always date women who are 10, 15 years younger than you? You never date a woman that's at your level, or even Kim. Kim might have been at his level, but the sacrifices that he paid for her, she never had to really live out. She was a model, but he bought her the house, he bought her the car. He has always been in her pocket. And with that, he held that over your head. It's like wondering, outside your mother, who really loves you?
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
All the women have, my self-esteem is, self-esteem is a woman's power. And you look at me the wrong way, and I'm going to back up. Like, we're going to make some changes here. You hit me. I am, I have 6 older brothers. There's no doubt that I'm going to start. There's going to be a fire. There's going to be a fight. You will never think second about me if you ever hit me. And it seems that he does it to these women that he knows. But the part that bothers me is that these women go back to the lifestyle.
That's what I'm trying. Al, where is Carisha? Why is she hiding?
I mean, that's the obvious answer. I don't think she's hiding. I think she's doing what everyone else is doing that's in his camp, which is disassociating. I think for so long you can have a buffer and have this attitude of, because like I said, he's seen this coming for months, probably even years. That's why he went on this whole love campaign, this R&B campaign, this family man campaign, this donating $1 million to schools. He went on this whole positive campaign to help soften this blow for a reason. And so I think when you add in those actions with possibly the words of, We gonna be okay here, go on the yacht. We gonna be okay here, let's go here. But like Lori Harvey and like the other girls of my generation, you gonna pay us for our pain at the door. You gonna pay us a fee at the door, and we still not guaranteeing that we gonna stay. Because we understand that, like you said, in this game, you're the older, you're the senior, you have the power. Well, okay, let's play your game. I'll take
You
the
right.
money.
You
I'll
right.
have the
Carisha's
party.
way
I'll have the
different
drinks.
than
I'll let you love bomb me. But I know what it looks like because I've dealt with enough industry men to know when it's time for the roughness. I know how to get going quick. I know how to disassociate. So it's clear as day. Like she's a true city girl. She's a city girl in the purest fashion. She's with it. She's with her lick until her lick stops licking. Her lick has stopped sending her the checks, probably, and that's why she said, like Lori Harvey, "All right, I'm moving on. Your subscription has ended."
You're
But
right.
that's the real thing because we all know what Young Miami was with him for. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest.
It's obvious.
Yeah, like we all see the double standard. We all talk about how these older men they find the youth of women as currency. So they treat women as such, and that's what he was showing his sons with Lori Harvey. But at the end of the day, these women, of this generation, feels as though, we don't have to stick around because there's always going to be another big fish. I just got to hold out for a month or two. And here I go. All I got to do is post a hand, and that's going to get all the men jumping in my DMs for who going to want next, because all they seen is me at a dinner table with a picture of another man's hand, and that's giving them a warning sign that I'm for the highest bidder. So what Carisha did right. When the lawsuit started running in, block, and I'm finna take my kids to this football game, to this basketball game to let y'all know, I'm back outside. But with my kids, I'm back outside with my kids. Y'all ain't seeing me at no club. Y'all seeing me at my kids. So this can, shake some of this off me, because since I'm not on the yacht with Diddy, I can go be back home with my kids, because Diddy was taking me away from my kids. He was the one having me on yachts. He was the one playing up my party girl lifestyle. But I'm not really a party girl, because when I'm not with Diddy, when I'm not on the yachts, when I'm not taking shots of DeLeon, when I'm not at his workplace filming my show, I'm at home with my kids. So let me go be with my kids until I find me another big fish. And that's the thing when it comes to women in this lifestyle too. They have enough to insulate them. They have the social media, they have the brand deals. Carisha got enough coin to hold her and her kids over until she finds another big fish to pick her up.
Damn. I love Al. All right, Spoken Soul, sound off.
Hey, how are you? I agree. They about to get Diddy. I'm sorry. They got the big fish, Weinstein. They got Bill Cosby. They got the worst one out there, R. Kelly. They about to get him. They about to get him. They gonna grab Jay-Z by his little collar and grab him too.
Hold on. You said they need to get Jay-Z too.
He was messing with Foxy Brown and all those girls back then.
Oh, that's right.
They need to get him too.
Beyonce
was 15 years old when she recorded "I'll Be Good." All those explicit lyrics he put in her mouth for that child to speak. He was messing with her. They said he was messing with the friends of hers were saying he was picking her up in high school and he was in his late 20s.
But Jay-Z does not have the background that Diddy does. Jay-Z has.
We don't know that. We don't know.
Well, we just found out that boy is Jay-Z's son. So
what you talking about? What you talking about, Opinion? The one that's been saying it all this time?
The boy that was trying to find out that if Jay-Z was his daddy, the DNA came back and Jay-Z is that boy.
He looks just like him.
He do look like him. What? So it's official that is his son.
Official. But Sharrell, let me tell you something about Tamar, okay? Tamar deals with depression. And this is around the time that Tracy's anniversary of her passing. So, and if you know about depression, when it comes around those times, holidays and stuff, you get in a depressed state. Nobody in that family is putting hands on Tamar like they need to. Tamar needs somebody to get at her. Get her in some serious counseling. That's the reason why she's spiraling like she's spiraling. She's on the
She did all this work and you just see her. You're right. Now, I want to get really quickly. I got 2 minutes. Al, what are your takes on Tamar? I want to see what a young person thinks. What is she doing? Fighting with Tommy Lee online.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Tamar is in this part where she's rediscovering herself again, and it's unfortunate, but like every woman who was in a serious relationship who invested so much of themselves in a man, and they get to a point where they may lose themselves, and now she's at this point where she's outside at a mature age, she's dating, she's trying to keep up with the young girls. She's playing the social media game, she's playing the young girl game, and I just hope that I know she knows what she's doing, but you don't know what you're doing until it comes to bite you in the ass. Right. And so this is just gonna be one of those things that I hope doesn't bite her in the ass. But I feel like if this is what needs to happen in order for her to find her Mr. Right to go sit her ass down, then so be it. I think she was looking for, by her being named Tamar, she probably was expecting this man to chase her. And this man is like chasing a chick. He's chasing whichever woman that's going to help him arrive. That's where he's going.
Right.
And for that may be what Tamar, that made interest her. She doesn't want to, she may be excited that, oh, this isn't a man that's chasing me. This is a man that other social media women are with. So let me go secure my man. Let me go get my man back in. Like y'all said earlier, she can have her pick of the litter. She's a Braxton, but like I said, I think she has to rediscover herself and really find who she is again, so that way she'll know her worth and know which men to deal with and which men not to give second chances to. Because I'm a person of forgiving. You can forgive them, but at a certain point, you got to keep moving. You got to keep going. They're ex for a reason.
Yeah.
And you're right, Opinion. She needs counseling. She needs to go back to counseling. All right, y'all. We're going to keep our eye on this Puffy situation.
Can I say one thing, Sharrell?
Yeah, really quickly.
2 of our community members, Jennifer, is dealing with serious health issues. Schmoopy's mom and her husband are both seriously sick at the same time. Just FYI.
Okay, we put out there and pray for all of them. I mean, that's...
Yeah. Does Perry have your number, Bonji?
I'll message you on Instagram.
Okay, good. Okay, I need to talk to you about that subject. All right, you guys, listen, this is just beginning. At first, I thought, Puffy will pay everybody off and this will go away, but it's not going away. And he got some powerful people behind him that's going to make sure it doesn't go away, because they need him gone. And this is a mess. All right, Perry, take us out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit. We out, people. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Don't mind me. I'm just